Learn from Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They had exactly the right attitude. My God is able to save me, but if he doesn't, I still won't bow to worship this image you have set up. Do your worst, Satan, because I came here to stand firm on my solid rock.
Daniel 3 verses 16 to 18. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to the king, O Nebuchadnezzar, we have no need to answer you in this matter. If that is the case, our God whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us from your hand, O king. But if not, let it be known to you, O king, that we do not serve your gods, nor will we worship the gold image which you have set up.
Another example is Mordecai in the book of Esther. Haman longed for great riches and power. He wormed his way into the king's good graces, and the king promoted him above all other princes. Because of this, everyone was supposed to bow to Haman when he passed by. Mordecai was a one-God Jew and refused to bow to any man.
Esther 3 verses 2 to 3. And all the king's servants who were within the king's gate bowed and paid homage to Haman, for so the king had commanded concerning him. But Mordecai would not bow or pay homage. Then the king's servants who were within the king's gate said to Mordecai, Why do you transgress the king's command?
To make a long story short, Haman decided to hang Mordecai and to kill all the Jews along with him. Little did he know that the queen was a Jew and the cousin of Mordecai. All the Jews fasted and prayed for 3 days, and the queen went to the king to intercede for Mordecai and all her people.
Esther 9 verses 24 to 25. Because Haman, the son of Hammedatha the Agagite, the enemy of all the Jews, had plotted against the Jews to annihilate them, and had cast Pur, that is, the lot, to consume them and destroy them. But when Esther came before the king, he commanded by letter that this wicked plot which Haman had devised against the Jews should return on his own head, and that he and his sons should be hanged on the gallows.
In the end, not only was Haman and his sons hung on their own gallows, but Mordecai was given Haman's position in the kingdom and all his riches. Mordecai stood firm for what he believed and refused to bow to a false god. Because of his faithfulness to God, he was rewarded. In the persecution of the end times, we probably won't see our enemies brought down for attacking us in this world. However, we will see justice in eternity. We will be walking in all manner of riches and glory with the favor of God shining on us, while those who attacked us watch from the pits of hell. Their limited time in the limelight will not be worth one single day in hell, much less everlasting to everlasting.
Luke 16 verses 23 to 26. And being in torments in Hades, he lifted up his eyes and saw Abraham afar off, and Lazarus in his bosom. Then he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. But Abraham said, Son, remember that in your lifetime you received your good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things, but now he is comforted and you are tormented. 26 And besides all this, between us and you there is a great gulf fixed, so that those who want to pass from here to you cannot, nor can those from there pass to us.
Daniel was a prince in Jerusalem when the Jews were taken into captivity in Babylon. Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were chosen for the king's service and schooled. Daniel was brilliant, but he was also favored of God and faithful to God in all his ways. Daniel prayed 3 times a day. Daniel and the others were promoted to high positions, and those around them became jealous and looked for a way to bring Daniel down.
Daniel 6 verse 7 All the governors of the kingdom, the administrators and satraps, the counselors and advisers, have consulted together to establish a royal statute and to make a firm decree, that whoever petitions any god or man for 30 days, except you, O king, shall be cast into the den of lions.
These jealous men determined the only way to get Daniel would be through his God. They knew Daniel would pray no matter what. Of course, they found Daniel praying and turned him over to the king. The king loved Daniel and didn't want to carry out the sentence, but he had no choice. The law was the law. He tossed Daniel in the lion's den, and the next day Daniel is walking around without a single scratch on him.
Daniel 6 verses 20 to 22. And when he came to the den, he cried out with a lamenting voice to Daniel. The king spoke, saying to Daniel, Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God, whom you serve continually, been able to deliver you from the lions? Then Daniel said to the king, "O king, live forever. My God sent his angel and shut the lions' mouths, so that they have not hurt me, because I was found innocent before him, and also, O king, I have done no wrong before you."
All these examples were able to stand firm when they faced the trial of their faith. They counted God faithful and just. They trusted God to keep their soul safe. You can never trust man to keep your soul safe. Nothing in this world is worth losing your soul for. After all, they can only kill you once, and it is not even a real death. As soon as you close your eyes on this earth, you will open them standing in front of Jesus to be given a white robe.
Revelation 7 verses 15 to 17. Therefore they are before the throne of God, and serve him day and night in his temple. And he who sits on the throne will dwell among them. They shall neither hunger any more nor thirst any more, the sun shall not strike them, nor any heat, for the Lamb who is in the midst of the throne will shepherd them and lead them to living fountains of waters. And God will wipe away every tear from their eyes.
Mordecai was a one-God Jew and refused to do what? Bow to any man. Why did God reward Mordecai? Because he was faithful. What did the jealous men know Daniel would do no matter what? Pray 3 times a day.